Hi, Sagittarius. This is Kathy Mamelin. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a no contact reading. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides about your special person. What are their intentions? Where are we at in this connection? Any guidance spirit has for you at this time. I do have some charms and I do have some initials, so we'll use those as well. Let's call in our spirit guides, as this is a fully channeled message. If you've never watched me before, welcome. Welcome back to anybody that has found me on this channel. Take a look at my other two channels. I do have the links in the description and in the comments. My larger channel, my main channel, and a pick a card channel. Spirit, I ask that you guide me for my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I am listening for you now. What is it that you need us to know? What is it that you want us to hear? No contact, low communication. Recognition. I see you. I see the real you. The person who, they're saying the person who's in front of you, you're the only one who you're the only one that really knows them. The person that's in front of you is how they said it to me. Okay, so you're the only one who really knows them. Maybe they let you in when they didn't let somebody else in. I feel weak. I have nothing left. You're stronger. If that's you, you're stronger than you think you are. I'm going to say weak in the knees. I'm going to say that these are difficult days, of course, but there's something about no contact that brings out your strength. It gives you clarity. It gives you a chance to think. It gives you a chance to recognize within this relationship what's working and what's not. So you're stronger than you think, is what Spirit's saying. And I have denial. I'm refusing to see the truth. Now, that could be them. They could be refusing to see their feelings. They could be refusing to see that we have to work on this connection. That could be you, that you haven't accepted that this person isn't ready for this connection, or that this person is struggling in other areas of their life and they don't have the energy to do this. So bottom of the deck, I have changing times. Okay, so are things changing? We have to change in order for this to come back together. We know that it's not going to come back together if something doesn't shift, something doesn't change. So we know that as a fact, that we have to change something that has upset us, something that isn't working, something along those lines. Spirit, please share with me. I have intuitive, trust your inner knowing. So I have this big kind of eye thing happening. I see you. You're right in front of me. Okay. So maybe there's something about your intuition that you could see right through them. And you knew when they were not being honest with themselves, or they weren't being honest, just with their feelings. I'm going to say your intuition always knew whatever was going on, that you're very intuitive and you always kind of knew what was going on with them, and they didn't even have to say it. And maybe that's what they are struggling with. Like, you read me too well. You know me too well. I can't get away with anything. So they're, they maybe are, I don't know, they're distancing themselves because maybe they don't want anybody to know what they're thinking and feeling all the time. Can we forgive and forget? I surrender. Forgive and forget. That's a good one, right? That's what we want. Can we, it depends, right? Can we always forget? We can heal. We can heal. We don't want to hold somebody hostage to something they said or did a long time ago and then just keep, revisiting it whenever we get upset with them. So we do have to kind of move on from things. Spirit, please share with me. I can't sleep. I don't eat. I have no sense of inner peace. I'm anxious. I'm nervous. I'm struggling. I have sleepless nights. So I feel like it's both of you. I don't feel this is interesting. It's almost as if you both look at the clock at the same time every night. And I'm asking spirit, they're saying 333. Let me just pull that angel number for you because maybe that's an additional message. Let me just see if I can find that quickly. Maybe there's something going on with that. 333. I am powerful. You are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be a positive light to others. So they're definitely acknowledging your intuition. Your spirit guides are acknowledging your intuition. So I feel that at 3:33 a.m. that you both are looking at the clock, and I don't know, it's just a weird hour to wake up, right? And but it's almost as if you both wake up at the same time. You're both thinking about each other at the same time. That's a real psychic connection. That's a true psychic connection. Spirit, please share with me. I have rage. All the anger I hold back is burning me up from inside. I'm angry. I'm disappointed. They're saying it's a full range of emotions. It's been a full range of emotions. It's been a little bit of everything, no one particular emotion. So maybe we're just tapping into our emotional core. And it's a feeling of, I feel raw. I feel raw. You know, you just have hit a part of my soul that just is, I guess maybe has never hurt the way it's hurting. And I think that that's on both sides. I'm so tired of feeling alone. I'm lonely. I'm lonely without you. I'm starting to realize that it's not, I'm going to say the grass wasn't greener on the other side. I'm going to say that they're realizing that the grass, maybe they thought whether there was a person involved or not, it's a sense of, maybe I thought I'd be happier without you. Maybe I thought it would be easier without you. And now that I'm out here, it's not what I thought it would be. It's not so simple. And these emotions are hitting me at my core. And I feel raw. I feel, you know, just raw emotion. I have an 8 of Wands. I have a Wheel of Fortune. I have an 8 of Swords. Oh, okay. And I have an Empress. The 8 of Swords came back as I'm holding back. I had a couple things happen. First, I had this energy of, I believe in fate and destiny, and I still believe that we're supposed to be together. I mean, that was kind of like, fate will bring us back together. It's the person who says to you, if it's meant to be, it will be, and we'll find our way back to each other. We just need a break. Then it came into me as I have been holding back, meaning your person, knowing full well that you're my Empress, knowing full well that you do love me and nobody's ever going to love me the way that you do. And I've been holding back. And I feel like they're questioning themselves now more along the lines of, why am I holding back? And what they thought they were in no contact for and the real reason are two totally different things. We could have just said, you know, I'm not happy about something. And it was more of an excuse. It was more of a way out. And that wasn't really the problem. I feel like the real problem was somebody wasn't addressing their feelings, afraid to move forward, afraid for the next step. What does that mean to them? How would that change their life? So I feel like they're starting to realize, like, why they're in no contact has nothing to do with that last moment, that last argument, that last conversation. Spirit, can I have some initials? First initials, last initials, your person's spelling of their name, your name, any evidence that you have for us today. the letter V, U, A, B, I have an M, Z, L, E, whoop. I have a K, A, H, C, U, O, E, and I. Okay, so some of you definitely will be connecting to those. Spirit, can I have some feelings? What is it that my person wants to say to me today? I'll be calling you soon. Leave the phone on. Are they realizing that why we're not talking is not the real reason? I really feel like that's what's going on. I feel that, you know, you're so intuitive. You probably already know this. You probably already saying this person just needs time to figure it out. They just need time to figure out what their feelings are. They just need to figure out that we're really good together, that the grass isn't any greener on the other side, that they take themselves with them wherever they go. So it doesn't mean they're going to be happy outside of this connection if they're not happy in this connection. So I feel like you know that about them. I sense your anger and resentment. I also mirror your fears. I need you to release these so I can too and come back into your life. That forgive and forget. If I come back, can you truly forgive me? Can we truly move on? Or are you going to hold me hostage to something I said or something I did and throw it back in my face? So I feel like they're concerned about that. Sometimes I feel like you would be better off if I disappeared, but I can't let go. They're not letting go. I'm not feeling like they're letting go. They're finding themselves, Spirit just said. They're trying to find some answers. They are trying to decide, you know, what it is that they're looking for. I'm not sure what the confusion is around this connection. Maybe there's been things that have been said, but it was almost like I felt like I was just going around in circles around each other. And we weren't ever coming up with, I don't know, being at the right place at the right time, having the right answers together. So we were just going around in circles with something in this connection, and we have to be on the same page. Like we just weren't. Whoa, I got a lot of jumpers back here. Hold on. Every song I hear reminds me of you. It doesn't matter where I am or who I'm with. You always come to mind when I hear certain lyrics. So somebody who doesn't want to be with you or isn't still thinking about you is not listening to the radio with tears in their eyes, Spirit just said. This, you know, kind of nostalgic feeling, this feeling of, you know, where are you? Who are you with? What are you doing? What have I done? What have we done? Why is this happening? So a lot of those feelings. Bottom of the deck. Nights are the worst for me, and it's as if all my feels are amplified. Yeah, so everything is exaggerated at night. It's in the quiet of the night. I miss you the most. And it's this feeling of, where are you? And I feel like whether we sleep together, we're used to sleeping together, or we talk at night, or we have a routine at night, but that is a difficult time, I feel, for both of us. Let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying today. Spirit, please share with me any messages that you have. In the quiet of the night is the hardest. Okay, so here are my charms, and I've got some dice. Let me get some numbers first. I'm going to just roll the dice. And then let me get a scoop of charms and see what I'm feeling. Okay. I have the number 16, 16th of the month, 22, 3. Could be March, 3 weeks, 3 days. I have the number 29. These could be ages or days of the month. I have 4 days, 4 weeks, April being important. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I have some positive things. Okay, let me see. What is this guy? A calculator. It's a little calculator for those of you that still use a calculator, not your phone. Money issues, financial issues. I'm constantly thinking about money. I'm constantly, battling something. So that could be on their mind. Maybe we aren't on the same page about money. Maybe one of us has a job and the other one doesn't have a job, and there's some resentment there that I'm expected to help you. I'm expected to pay your bills and mine, and I can't support us both. There could be some resentments there. So it could be around money, and that's a big issue for a lot of people. A lot of people fight over money, unfortunately. I have a saw, but it came into me as I feel like I cut my arm off. I feel like a part of me is missing. I feel that, it's just a physical hurt I've never experienced before. And maybe your person has never felt, or you've never felt. They're showing me this heart. I've never felt a true heartache. And until you've experienced your heart actually hurting, you don't understand where that term came from, that your heart actually can ache. So this person could be experiencing for the first time in their life, and they're having anxiety or chest pains, and they are constantly going like, what is wrong with me? And what's really happening is they're not having a heart attack, they're having a heartache, and their body is physically reacting to, what did they say a minute ago? Emotions to the core, and their body's physically reacting to that. I have is this a child? Teddy bear. Okay. It's a teddy bear with a little flower. So it actually feels like a little gift, like a little offering. I show up at the house and I have something, something cute and just a little something. I thought it was cute. Maybe I pick it up for a child. Maybe I saw it and it reminded us of us, something like that. I have a big heart. And I have it looks like a queen's crown. So I'm just going to say a king or a queen. So that's coming into me as they see this big heart. They still see that you've always forgiven them, Spirit said, that you've always tried to work with them and accepted who they are. You intuitively, who they are. And it's only because you do have a big heart that you're constantly accepting their faults or their weaknesses and allowing them to grow and to learn. And your heart has a lot to offer, and they know that. A lot of people probably wouldn't put up with them, or tolerate some of the things that you do. So they know that about you. Now I have a sun and I have a rainbow, and I'm just going to say after the storm comes the sun and the rainbow. So that feels very lighthearted to me. It feels very hopeful. It feels joyful. I just had deja vu in a psychic reading, so I'll take that deja vu also. So that was nice. And it does feel like, the rainbow coming out after the storm. Okay, that feels good. And then I have a beautiful home, and it's the life that we share together, Spirit just said. It's the home that we have created within our hearts, that is home to each other, that is safe to each other, that is I'm not going anywhere space that we have held on to. So I don't feel like we've abandoned that home. I don't. I feel like we've taken a break. I'm going to say that. but I don't feel a sense of abandonment. I don't feel like I've completely moved on. I will say that. Okay, so those are beautiful charms. Let me know if those connect to any of you, and I always love to see that. Spirit, can you please share with me some feelings? What is it that you need me to know today? What is it that you have for us? Improve communication. So that could be a problem. We're just not talking. We don't talk. We don't talk about our feelings. This person holds it all inside. You try to bring up something and they just roll their eyes and say, I'm not talking about that, you know. Loving partnership. I want a partnership. I need to have a partner. I can't do this by myself. So that's something that I have to talk to you about. You've been smothering. I'm pushing you away because you're too demanding, or you've been asking too much of me, or you're forcing an issue on some level, and I can't do it. So they may have said, this is too much. Spirit, please share with me. Being too clingy. So there's the grass is greener energy, that when I'm in a relationship, I don't have the freedom that I'm used to. I can come and go. I can talk to whoever I want. I don't have anybody telling me what to do. And when I'm in, you know, you can't have it both ways. You can't have your freedom and be in a relationship at the same time. But sometimes people just get to a point where they're like, you can't tell me what to do. You can't, you know, I just want to be alone. I don't have to deal with anybody, usually is what's happening. But we are human beings, and we have people in our lives, and we have to deal with people. So unless you want to be a true hermit for the rest of your life, you better figure out how to communicate. You better figure out how to make things work with people in all areas of your life. It's comforting to know that we have each other's support when it matters. I'll be there for you. I'll be there if we have children, of course. I'll be there for family. You know, it's, you know, sometimes we continue to love that person no matter what. I love everything about you. It's not you, it's me. I would say that we both have to change in order for this union to come back together. But there could be things that they are finding out about themselves in this quiet, that they're realizing it's not going to get any better than what we had, or you're actually perfect for me and I'm pushing away a good thing. I think you're great, but I'm worried about what other people will think. I'm influenced by other people. Is there somebody in your person's life that doesn't approve of this connection and is causing difficulties for them, and it's an interference? Happens. Spirit, please share with me. Time has brought me clarity about us, and I've made the wrong choices. How about I made the wrong choice? You know, if they thought that something else was going to be better, you're not an option, and that has to be known to them, that they can't just decide at any time they want to try something else. I want a bite of this. I want a bite of that. I want a bite of that at the, you know, chocolate buffet on the cruise. It's, you got to pick who you want to be with, and you got to stay loyal to that person. When times got tough, I gave up on you too soon. I gave up on us too soon. I'm going to say that. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you so much. Okay, so we're waiting. We're waiting. You have our number. You know where we live. So at least now you have an idea of maybe what your person is thinking and feeling. We'll put this out to the universe, and we'll ask Spirit to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, kathymamolin.psychicmedium.com. Also check out my other two YouTube channels with videos, my Pick a Card channel and my main channel for lots of love readings. We'll see you all again real soon in another Twin Flame Soulmate reading. But we'll put this in the universe for you both now. We'll see you soon.